The mystery of power. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt truly powerful? Not the kind of power that comes from a job title or a bank account, but an internal weight. A feeling where your steps have extra gravity, your focus is steely-eyed, and every decision you make is backed by absolute clarity. We all want to live in that state, but life has a way of knocking us off the straight and narrow path. One moment you feel like a Giga Chad, embodying a benevolent, internal strength, and the next, you feel anxious, humiliated, or powerless. Today, I want to share a strategy to convert the various situations of life into a consistent source of internal power. 2. The snakes and ladders analogy. Think of your life as a giant game of snakes and ladders. Every activity you engage in, every place you go, and every thought you entertain is either a ladder or a snake. Ladders are activities that increase your internal power, presence, and calm. Snakes are those things that slither into your routine and slowly drain your energy, leaving you feeling less than you were before. To win the game, you don't just need willpower, you need a map of your own psychology to identify which is which. 3. The chemistry of now versus future. To understand power, we have to look at our brain chemistry. Our brain uses two different systems. First, there are the present-oriented chemicals, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. These are the here and now chemicals that allow us to savor the moment and feel satisfied with what we have. Then, there is dopamine. Dopamine is entirely concerned with what we don't have yet. It creates a magnetic draw toward a reward in the future. The problem in our modern culture is that we are surrounded by lopsided activities. These are things front-loaded with massive amounts of dopamine and temptation, but they offer almost zero lasting satisfaction. 4. How to identify a snake. A snake is essentially an activity that gives you a net loss return on investment. It promises intrigue but offers no resolution. To identify a snake in your own life, you need to conduct a time-lapse audit by asking yourself 1. Before, am I feeling a desperate, magnetic temptation to do this? 2. During, does it actually feel good, or am I just chasing a ghost? 3. After, how do I feel 1 hour later? A day later? A week later? If you feel good all the way through, it's a ladder. But if you find yourself drawn to it, yet feel like crap, or disintegrated, immediately after you've found a serpent. The case study, the nourishing stew versus the empty gaze. Let's look at 2 examples to see how this works in real life. Imagine you've spent the whole day working hard, maybe you were literally plowing and seeding in the sun. You walk through your front door and smell a savory, garlicky meat stew. You are famished and tempted to gobble it down. Is this a snake? No. This is a ladder. It provides both the temptation of dopamine and the deep resolution of nourishment that helps your body recover. It's a win-win. Now, imagine you're at the gym and you see an attractive person walk by. You have a choice. Do you stare? For 99% of people, that stare is a snake. Why? Because unless you are using that attraction to form a genuine, mutually beneficial relationship, you are just signaling to your subconscious that there is value over there that I don't have. You are creating desire without resolution, which is the definition of a powerless feeling. 6. The siren's call. This isn't a new struggle. In Homer's Odyssey, the hero Odysseus had to deal with the sirens. He didn't strap himself to the mast of his ship because he was afraid of feeling good. He did it because he knew the sirens offered a sham. The sirens promised unfathomable pleasure but delivered only disorientation and a distraction from the mission. Real power isn't about avoiding pleasure, it's about avoiding the cheap and false proposition of pleasure that gives you nothing in return. 7. Power is integration. Ultimately, climbing ladders offers more satisfaction both in the long run and in the right now. Think about that feeling when you finally stop procrastinating and sit down to write that paper or finish that project. You enter a flow state. That feeling of calm and duty, that is power. Power is integration. It's when the person you want to be is exactly the same as the person you are being. When you submit to your calling and your destiny, you stop being a victim of dopamine and start becoming the master of your own internal world. If you found this perspective helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. When you hit like, it helps shove my bald head onto more homepages, which helps other people find this content and helps the channel grow. It's a win-win for everyone. And if you've seen my face a billion times but haven't hit subscribe yet, consider doing it today. I'd love to have you as part of this journey toward becoming big brain and improving the quality of the thoughts entering our skulls every day. Tell me in the comments below, what is one snake you are cutting out of your life this week?